Okay. How many of you have had the opportunity to talk to someone at work about a performance issue? Okay, quite a few of you. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow members, and guests. I've had quite a few opportunities over the last 30 years. And the reason I call it an opportunity is because if you give someone timely, constructive criticism, if you provide information before something's a big problem in a positive way and talk to an employee, you can have a really good and positive impact on their career. Because they're not really in trouble yet, but they need to be cognizant of something so that they have time to correct it. Now, in the second part of my speech tonight, I am going to be a manager at an insurance company, and Elaine is a claims analyst who has had great performance record for the last 10 years. She hasn't had any problems. And all of a sudden, recently, I've noticed that she's been coming in late, and even though her quality isn't a problem yet, her quality score has been decreasing when it's always been way above expectations. Now, I normally have these conversations on a Friday because we have casual day where I work on Friday, so you can wear jeans, people are a little bit more relaxed. I like to talk to them then so they have time over the weekend to think about what you've talked about, give it some thought, and then come back and we can talk about it further. So that ends the first part of my speech, and now I will have the meeting with Elaine. Hi, Elaine.
Hi, Barbara.
I'm glad we had the opportunity to get together today. There were a couple things that I wanted to talk with you about. And the first thing is, I wanted to thank you very much for all the help that you've been giving Karen on the system updates. You're so knowledgeable. You have more knowledge than most of us on the system. So your assistance is really making a big impact. I appreciate it, and I know the whole department appreciates it. Thank you. Now I wanted to talk to you about a couple things that I've noticed lately. I've noticed that you've been late a number of times, which really doesn't like you. And even though your quality is still meets expectation, it's normally way above it, so you're not having a problem, but I didn't know if you were cognizant of that. And if there was something going on, some way that I can support you as far as being late and your quality?
Well, I didn't want to say anything to anybody, but my mom has been really sick, and my son and his wife have tried to help, but of course they've got the little boys, and it takes up a lot of my time, and I'm just not getting the rest I should, and then I end up running late, and I didn't want to come to you and seem like I was whining that something was wrong, but Mom's just needed a whole lot of my help, and I'm just kind of upset.
That sounds really stressful. And I'm really sorry that you're going through that. I'm going to think of some ideas we might come up with how we might help you, because I would really like to support you in any way that I can. Maybe you want to think about if you want to change your work schedule. You know, I'll be as flexible as I can.
That could work a couple of days a week, because that would give me time to be with Mom when the boys need their mom and dad, and we can shuffle the time a little better. That would really help.
Yeah, you don't need to work the same number of hours every day. If you want to think about it over the weekend, what works best for you on Monday, on Tuesday, because you're not on the phone, so it's easier for me to be able to work around a schedule that works for you, as long as we get your hours in.
Right.
So do you want to talk to your family and think about that over the weekend?
I do, and thank you. Thank you very much, because that's going to help.
And one thing I'd like to suggest is maybe look on the company intranet for the phone number for Employee Assistance Program, EAP. It's a program that the company has hired this outside vendor. You call that number and you can talk to a counselor. And you can even meet with the counselor for free 3 times. But if you let them know your situation, they have many experts who can, I am sure, give you direction and maybe also tell you where you can get assistance for your mother and yourself.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, just go out under the water cooler, virtual water cooler, look up EAP and it'll be right there.
Okay, I'll do that.
One other thing you might want to do is talk to Melody Hannick in HR. I don't believe that FMLA family leave applies to parent situation, but she may be a good resource.
Okay. I didn't want to let everybody know that I was having these personal.
You do not have to do that. We can very no, I understand that totally. We can very quietly work on this.
Okay.
You just say that you needed to change your schedule, so, other people change their schedules.
Awesome.
too. You
Yeah, I
have to
just
say
don't want
why.
them to feel like I'm pushing my stuff off on them, because I would never do that.
I'm really glad we did this talk.
Me too.
Because I really believe we can find good solutions. And like I said, I'm here for you. I want to help you in any way that I can.
I appreciate it, because it was weighing on me and I didn't know how to bring it out.
Do you feel this has anything to do with the change in equality?
Probably, I'm tired. I'm just tired. So if I could change some of my hours, maybe I'll get more rest and be back to being functional.
And like I said, you're still meeting expectations. It's just that you were always so far above them that I just wanted to make sure you were aware.
Thanks for noticing and thanks for your help.
So how about this? You go home and talk to your family and figure out what you think might work. We can meet again Monday afternoon, see what we can set up. And if that doesn't work, we'll try it another way.
Awesome.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
All right, you have a nice weekend.
Thank you too.